case at Penn State.
Many people got sick.
And we're trying to find out what happened.
How did it happen?
What kind of bacteria infected them?
And whose fault is it?
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's see what we can find out.
I did deliver the ice cream. That's all I'm saying about that. That's all I'm saying about that.
If you saw how the food looked strange, why didn't you fix it?
I just made what Cafe Laura told me to make, and then I went home. I wasn't allowed to eat any of the food that I made. So, I mean, I just made what they told me to make, and then we served that at the banquet, and then I left and made my parents.
I don't know why you think I would try to hurt these people.
Since I work at the creamery and I'm the student manager, I was one of the suspects, but they didn't find any of my fingerprints anywhere in the screwdriver or anything, so I was dropped as a suspect.
We put some antibiotics into the bacteria.
Then we labeled where we put our antibiotics and we're trying to see which antibiotics would work to stop this different bacteria that we're using.
We're gonna put the bacteria and stuff in different temperatures and see what it does.
This one has a bit more bacteria because you can't really see the water behind it. But on this one, you can.
Did somebody pass by? There's really not much of it.
cutting a chicken, which was actually a sponge. But and then we got our cutting board and we cutted a chicken, and then we cutted an apple, and it wasn't clean, so there was a lot of bacteria on the cutting board. And then we cleaned the cutting board.
We just did staining for molecules, which is to find gram-positive and gram-negative different molecules. So we stained it with a certain chemical that made it purple, and then we stained it with another one that made the gram-negative molecules let go of the purple. And then finally we added a chemical that made the gram-negative ones turn pink, so then we could tell the difference between the different molecules.
Do you guys see that color difference now?
So this one now has bacteria.
Yeah. So the one in your right hand, that's the one we put bacteria in. The one in your left hand, we didn't put anything in.
Wow. Okay. The patient's DNA and the leg's DNA and the tooth's DNA in the gel. So we're going to see which one they travel in the same path.
So the DNA separates, and then the smaller ones go down farther into the gel wall, and the bigger DNA fragments don't move as far.
I personally think that Mike Rowe did it, and the bacteria he used was E. coli to infect the food.
I believe that he poisoned the ice cream. Well, he didn't poison it on purpose. He switched it out, but since he uses raw milk,
So I figured, hey, where can I be found? It can be found in dairy products with unpasteurized milk, just like what Microbial does with his ice cream.
And the ice cream looked like it was taken out of its container and put back in. So it could have been Microbial's ice cream that had unpasteurized milk.
His fingerprints were on the inside of the ice cream lid, which I don't think anybody should have their fingerprints on the inside.
We also found that his fingerprints were on the screwdriver used to break into the creamery.
So my theory is that he first stole some Scholar's Chip ice cream so that he could replicate it with his unpasteurized milk, and then he replaced it.
And in our evidence that we've shown, Anita Scruggs told us, well, no, another person of the case, that when she was looking at the banquet, the ice cream was replaced with another one that didn't look like the original.
I work in a John factory. I got a Johnny, a John, and a Johnny. One day, Johnny came up to me and said, "Hey, John, want a baby?" I said, "Yes." Okay, here's the baby. And now we start going.